Hi guys, so today's video is going to be about maintaining good grades in college. Good grades for everyone is different. Me personally, I'm a straight A student. I know good grades to everyone sometimes doesn't always consist of getting straight A's. So don't worry guys, this video is going to state the obvious, like take notes in class. Who doesn't know that already? So this is the most important thing that I think you should do. Everything that I'm going to say, this has to be the most important thing as far as your academic life in college. Develop a relationship with your professors. Communicate with them. And I'm not saying that you have to be a teacher's pet or like sit up at the front of the classroom every day. Talk to your professors, whether it's just a hi or bye. Your professor should know your first and last name. Or if not your first and last name, they should at least know your first name and maybe something about you. If you're not the student that sits up at the front or that is the one that's always talkative, and be the student that either says good morning or goodbye every day. They need to know who you are. Like for instance, I'm not very talkative in class all the time. I'm gonna be honest, I don't sit up at the front of the classroom, or at least not in the majority of my classes. Although I'm not any of those things, my professors, I would say, know me as the girl that says have a nice day or like bye every day, or the one that comes up after class and then asks my question just to have casual conversation. Believe it or not, professors actually appreciate, not even just professors, people in general appreciate this. You should always want to be noticeable and be respectful of your professors, because at the end of the day they gotta give you that grade. And then this gives you leverage for your professors to look out for you. So if they know you, and especially if they know that you're persistent, you're assertive, just an engaged student, they will look out for you and they will have your back like when you need them to. This last semester I really struggled with my math class. I was a persistent student. I engaged with my professor most of the times. Some nights when we did the homework and I didn't get it or I got a bad grade, like he would reset it for me, and he gave me that advantage over to be honest, most of the kids in our class. A lot of people always talked in that class. People would ask him the same thing. If he see like, oh, you talking in class, or simply he just really don't know you, they're simply not going to do any favor for you. Things professors hate is unengaged students and wasting their time. So don't be that person. So develop a relationship with your professor so that in the time of need they will look out for you. The second most important thing is read over your syllabus. I'm not saying you gotta always remember it, but before you ask your professor something, then look over your syllabus. They are required to give you a syllabus. Like your syllabus is always an outline of how much tests and quizzes are worth, when things are due, just the criteria of whatever course you're taking. This is important information. So for instance, how much a test is worth versus a quiz, and then versus homework and then projects. Like for instance, I got a good one. This ain't math class, so projects had to be worth about 40%, and then tests and quizzes were worth like 15 or 20%. And he wasn't even going to give us a project. We had several tests and quizzes and only one project. You should always know like how many projects and tests and stuff and essays that you're going to do throughout the semester, as well as their due date. I have professors that won't even tell us when a response paper is due, or when an essay is due, or homework or anything, because one, it's in the syllabus, two, it's on Blackboard. Blackboard is the system that we use to upload our work, and three, more than likely they mentioned it 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago to them is like yesterday. 2 weeks to us is like, oh, you never mentioned it at all. Like, how am I supposed to remember that information that you told us 2 whole weeks ago? But it's life. It's some people, some professors. You always have to adapt. That's what I had to learn that early. I'm glad I learned that early, because I would be a disaster now. So guys, always look at your syllabus. So this brings me to writing things down. So first, your homework, things that you need to remember about your classes. I have a special type of method to writing my homework down, so I'm actually going to show you guys. Okay, so here is how I like to write my homework down. There's all my classes: seminar, writing and a major, English, my online PR class, gym, and sound and acoustic. The red means things that are due immediately. So today is Saturday and I have two papers that are due on Tuesday. So yes, I need to do those actually. Yellow symbolizes things that are on the horizon to being urgent. Before break, I leave this week. I need to have my paper topic established for my compare and contrast essay. This is something that I want to do on my own. That's something that I'm pushing myself to do. I would suggest doing things like that in college because professors don't walk you through doing stuff at all like it's college. I'm not saying that they won't help you at all, but they're not going to hold your hand through stuff. So you have to take the initiative to, especially with papers, plan stuff out on your own. And if you need help, then of course go to them. The green actually symbolizes things that are on the horizon, things that are coming up. Where do I have green? Mass Comm Day for my seminar class. I'm on March 15th. That's my birthday. I'm going to get an internship on my birthday. But yes, I want to sign up to be a helper. So as soon as I come back from spring break, that's what I'm going to do. But it's not urgent right now, so that's why it's in green. This helps me keep things in the back of my mind as well as not stress myself out about it, if that makes sense. As you can see right here, I take an online PR class. Especially with online classes, you have to write down notes. It was at a point in time where I was taking this online class. I think last semester I took it. I forgot, like, Thanksgiving to Christmas is horrible. Don't be like me. I forgot all about this class. Did not do any assignment due for it from like Thanksgiving break to I just remember while I was on Christmas break. That had to be like a month. But I always communicated with my professor and she had my back. Like she, let me turn it in late, didn't take points off or anything. She had my back. This is why you need to communicate with your professors. So you should always write down things, even if you think you're gonna remember, most likely you're not. Outside of academics, it's like a million other things I still have to remember. So, throughout my week, the colors always change. Yes, as things are due. Nothing is more relieving than when you can erase all this red. Even though it's gonna get filled back up, one thing off your plate is the best thing ever. Next thing I would say to do is connect with at least 1 to 2 classmates. And this is only for resources outside of your professor. You can't make it to class one day and you need like notes or something. A classmate could always help you. This could also be for studying purposes. So if you want to have a study group or you need help with something, a classmate could always come and help. So take advantage of it. Next, I would have to say is, of course, studying frequently. And I know I said I wasn't going to state the obvious. I mean a different kind of studying frequently. Me personally, I hate cramming. I can't cram at all. So what I like to do is study a week and a half to 2 weeks in advance. And I know it sounds crucial, but believe me, it's actually not. So leading up to my test every day, about a week and a half to 2 weeks in advance, I like to study for increments of 15 minutes daily. This works for me, helps me familiarize the terms or whatever I'm studying. About time the test comes around, like I'll be fine. Statistics says your brain has to see something for a total of 7 times in order for you to memorize something or for it to register. Well, I like to use Quizlet. It's a digital flashcard website. It's also an app as well, so when I'm not in front of my computer, it's very convenient to take 15 minutes to actually study. You can do this while you're walking to class, right before class, while you're at the cab, right before bed. Believe it or not, 15 minutes, it's not really a long time, but 15 minutes can make a major difference. And 15 minutes is not that hard to set aside from your day, so make sure you prioritize studying. Next I would have to say is check your grades frequently. Some of my professors actually don't utilize Blackboard or your school system for you to digitally turn in assignments. If they don't utilize it, they upload grades on their own time, and that's just, again, something that you have to adapt to with professors. For your classes where your professors don't upload your grades consistently, go to their office hours and ask for them to show you your grade, or at least tell you your grade. So checking on your grade frequently allows you to see if you have room for error, how much room you have left for progress. Like for instance, if you fail a few quizzes and tests, so what grade do I need to get on, you know, this next homework, this next quiz, this next test to, you know, pass this class? A low B might not be good enough for you to pass that class. So, but that depends on, of course, the averages of your classes. So always check on your grade consistently. Last but not least, I know I said the first one was the most important, but I think this actually tops it. The last one is be socially and academically balanced in your college life. Period. All 4 years. Period. Be socially and academically balanced. I think people always like to express to don't procrastinate, and of course don't do these things. Don't procrastinate. Do your work. Don't wait till the last minute to do it. What else do people say? They say a lot, but I feel like as much as you have to be academically successful, you have to be socially successful as well in college, like period. I have come to find that in college, when you overwhelm yourself with work, for me, my work isn't its best. I don't do well. I don't put forth my best work when I overwhelm myself with work. Like, plan to have a social life as much as you plan to, you know, not procrastinate and do your work. It's a formula. You have to be balanced. College is already stressful, especially during the week when, you know, it really hits you, you know, how much you have to do. Take a break from that stress and get out and go have fun. You need an escape, so it's essential to be balanced. So guys, that is everything how to maintain good grades in college. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, if you have any questions, ask me. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.